Hey, so in my opinion, so Aquaman, seriously, I mean, what's he gonna? Okay,
No,
oil,
no,
oil,
no,
oil spills.
no,
Okay, yeah, he can get oil spills.
no.
He maybe help out with that. Um, what rogue nuclear submarines? I don't know what he could really do against those because I guess he could pop the hatch and drown everybody.
Just the ability to
Or
breathe underwater and the ability to swim fast is enough.
But no,
he
what is he
also
gonna
has the
do
ability.
for us?
He can also do like concussion force water things, and like I'm just saying, like a lot of the planet is made up of water.
A
Like
lot of
most of it.
people are made
That
up
too.
of water.
But I don't think he has that much control over it. It's probably
Yeah,
very
but
salt-based
what's he gonna do
superpower.
for me? You take care of the plastic island, maybe that would be cool.
I
But
always wanted to be able to breathe underwater.
Yes,
sure.
but so like as personal goals go, sure. Yeah, those are cool superpowers to have. As like a superhero, they can get a little weird, but I just like that just means you have to get creative with it. Like personally, I think it would be really nice if he gave the garbage island back to the people.
Sure.
Like here, you left this in my home.
That's practical. That helps. That helps me. That's fine.
And aside
Some
from
people are
like
really good at
opening
playing bards.
opening
people aren't.
submarine hatches and drowning everybody, like I imagine you could just completely incapacitate the submarine without actually killing anyone and thereby be like, no, you can't have war here, this is not yours.
Well, how does he do that? I mean, yeah, he can take down the propulsion, but I mean, what
Just
does he
move
like?
them.
Bring a welder and weld the doors that shoot missiles shut? If he concussion blasts the door, he might hit the missiles. That would be bad.
I don't
I'm
think his
sure you could
concussion
manage
blast is that strong.
Oh,
Well, I mean, like, I don't really care how strong your concussion blast is. I don't want you to use it near nukes. But
All
I'm
you have
just
to do
saying,
is take a submarine past a certain depth and it's going to be borked. So,
okay. So, like, aliens attack. What's he gonna do? Oh, well, if they come in water, I got them. But I
he
mean,
can
other than
leave
that,
the ocean. He doesn't have to stay there.
but aren't all his superpowers reliant upon being in water?
I think they'll use water, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I never read any Aquaman.
Here, alien, hold this glass of water real quick.
But-
I got to do something.
hey man, that
the
worked in
movie,
science.
In the
That worked in
Justice League
science.
movie, his powers included walking out, ripping his shirt off to some really excellent music, and then making the waves pop up out of fucking nowhere like it was a goddamn party. It was amazing and it was beautiful.
That's talent. I mean, he could be a model, sure, for I don't know, this beach.
Underwater sports.
Well, no, he comes up on shore, rips his shirt off, looking all fabulous, making his hair wave, and making waves come at him behind him. It's a good for like resort commercials or something, but that's not really what I call, in my opinion, helpful superpowers.
That's just how you
Again,
use
some
money to
people
save
are
the
really good at
whales.
playing bards.
And
Some
Jess,
people are better at playing wizards.
Jess, why didn't you take me to this movie? I didn't realize that it had already come out and I'd missed it.
We didn't
We haven't.
go see it in
Yeah,
theaters. We waited
we
till
also
it came
did
out.
not realize it had already come out and missed it.
No, I definitely
No,
missed it on purpose.
Okay.
I did not.
I was not going to pay like anywhere between $12 to $20 to see that garbage in theaters.
And now I'm very sad. And shut up, Brittany.
Look,
It is.
we
It's a
can-
garbage movie. I'm happy there's like 2 things about it I liked, but the movie overall was garbage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Steelfist episode
No,
3.
no. One question. Was he pretty in the movie?
Of course he.
He's a very pretty man.
How
How can he not
dare
be?
you make him not pretty? I don't think
That is-
that's possible or legal.
I don't
Or
believe
the
that
definition of a
pretty
good
is a
film.
definition of a superpower, but, unless that's active in making other people bend to their will, which apparently it has for 3 out of 5 of us. Anyway, welcome to Steelfist Creep, episode 10. That's an even number. Something weird should happen today.
Ooh.
When we last left, you had participated in duo fighting, and you won, correct? Good job. You managed to get into the Royal Hall, or the Noble Hall, I think is what I called it, successfully. with sheer willpower and just standing in a queue for a while and making up a story. Good job. You managed to have strawberries and apricots and everything at this party, and I believe Taviana turned into a tabby cat and
Meow.
tried to get to the stage, which a guard caught and
Persian cat.
I know, we're calling you a Tavi cat because it's
A
a play
tabby
on
cat.
word. Tavi cat.
and returned you to your owners, apparently. And I believe, I don't think anything else happened after that, but, and then suddenly, I said, a group of people come through the door and push past their way in the queue up towards Piercing Blade.
That's no cuts.
You're not in line, you're at a table and they can't hear you
Fine.
because you guys never queued up. But
No.
We queued up to get into the noble area, but we didn't queue up to go talk to her because we were trying to get closer.
Yeah. But we were trying to get closer. I feel like we're near the queue. Drinking
okay,
with a cat and a bird.
he looks at you at your no cuts and looks at your mask and says, shrugs it off and keeps on going.
That's very good, man.
He gets up to the staging area, and the nobles that were meeting with Piercing Blade immediately back off. And this entourage is about 6 people, all in plate armor. The mask that the guy that shrugged you off is very ornate. It's very fortified. It has swords crossed and axes crossed on each cheek, and walks about 10 feet from Lady Piercing Blade and says, I don't recognize your authority to be in here.
Oh, shit.
Naru, that's the guy that you're going to want to steal weapons from. His mask says, has lots of weapons.
Has good
And
weapons.
good ones.
And she says, Christoph, we've had this discussion before.
But does she roll her eyes at him?
Have we heard that name before?
Negative. She says, you've attempted before to take my mask, but you'll never have it.
Oh, shit.
And he formally challenges her to a fight for masks.
Oh my god, I was about to shout duel.
Her ensemble gets up out of chairs and is protecting her, and the same thing happens on the other side. So, like an equal amount of entourages, if you will, on each side are protecting their leader.
I always thought fancy parties would be boring, but look at this, there is a brawl.
Are you still holding me?
Yeah.
Every head is turned to the stage, so everybody's watching that. And you see one person from each side approach each other, and they look to be wearing like ambassador masks, however that would look. And they're ironing out details that you can't hear.
Do they sing the song from Hamilton about duels?
You know, I've never
Can
seen
you sing
Hamilton.
that for us?
I know, this is really the
Please.
wrong crowd for that.
Can you
What
sing that
is-
for us?
Yep.
No,
No.
I can't.
Can you sing it to us in your accent?
Definitely not.
The place is like everybody's talking about what's just going on. You overhear that you've heard before that it's common that people like to try to take each other's masks, and it's by force. Sometimes it's to the death, but sometimes it's to the yield. And the higher up you go, the more likely it's to the death, because people live and die by their masks. Okay, so do you guys want to do anything?
Well, I kind of feel like this needs to sort of resolve itself. I mean, we don't want to jump in here in the middle of this, do we, guys? Table talk, guys?
Or
Okay,
do we?
so didn't we? Are we on her side? She's wanting to take over ruling the country from what's his face?
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of neutral in that because on the one hand, like if he's not here actively ruling and hasn't been for several years, then yeah, somebody else should take over. That's that's not good for anybody. But on the other hand, I feel like he needs to be found, and I would very much like for them to hire us to do that.
Maybe the guy that's challenging her supports him.
Right. I I feel like he either supports him or wants to be the one to take over.
From what you hear from the scuttlebutt around, that's more likely.
That he wants to
Mm.
take over?
Correct.
Yeah, the reoccurring power trip doesn't sound very good.
Um,
Well, we know how he treats us the way we are right now,
Mhm.
which is a noble party. I wonder how she would treat us. I mean, I don't know that that matters, but it would help us gauge.
I also I want to know what he means when he says that he doesn't recognize her right to be here, because like we're here and he's not challenging everybody else, and I feel like she is more famous and important than most of the people in this room as far as social hierarchy goes.
Could we ask other people in the room? Maybe they know, since this conversation has happened multiple times, apparently.
I guess.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's just opposing her challenge, her right to challenge, and her right to do any of these things. Like it sounds like as if any royal, when like in any time that one royal family is able to depose another royal family, they challenge their right to the crown type situation.
Okay,
Like,
so it's not
I
like
didn't read
here
more
in
into
the party, it's here in the little throne thing seeing people.
But
It's
we
her
don't
right.
know that.
It sounds like it, and I don't think it's super meta.
You don't know this DM.
Um, I would like to lean over to one of the nobles who's watching and ask if they can clarify that for me. Is he challenging right to be at the party or right to sit in that chair?
He's challenging both her being able to rule the country because the Almighty Slayer should be, and also that he thinks that he's better than her. And would be challenging the Almighty Slayer if the Almighty Slayer was here.
So
Okay.
deposing the throne.
Does he feel that way because he has boy parts?
You kind of, well, I don't speak cat. That's a nice cat. Meow meow.
Hey, I can do an accent.
Do Bobcat.
I don't know that it's an accent so much as another language.
Shut up.
Do Bobcat accent.
Yeah, do Bobcat.
I don't think she got that video.
I know. They
Bobcat,
I feel like Bobcats.
whatever weight,
What?
the comedian.
No.
Oh, Bobcat
That,
Goldsmith,
Gold-
Sweet, Gold. Yeah, it's been a while.
No, there's a video that's been going around of two bobcats screaming at each other. I feel like bobcats look like a werewolf who is in the middle of transformation. Like to the Teen Wolf style werewolf, I guess. And I also feel like they scream at each other like teenage werewolves would. Anyway, I mean, I would. So we know from everyone we've talked to that there have been attempts made to locate the Almighty Slayer. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it sounds like he doesn't want to be found.
It's not like they're actively going out and looking because they don't know where to start. But, if he came into town, yes, they would look for him there.
Don't
It's
they
just
know what he was doing, though? I mean, we have found out what he was doing, and so it's logical that we would basically start looking for the statues that he was going to or whatever.
Yeah, but there's also like a shit ton of bandits, and I think the majority of the people here aren't equipped for that. And it sounds like the people that are equipped for that are more interested in doing what our friend Christoph over here is doing, which is trying to depose the crown.
Well, maybe Christoph should spend his time better.
He definitely should.
some people believe that it's just mythos and that these stones don't actually do what they've heard they do.
Right. So they're up on a like dais, right?
Stage, if you will, sort of, yes.
Would it be everybody's looking at them, so would it be possible for me to like climb up on that and approach?
There's a row of guards in front of the stage, but they are kind of
watching the
watching.
drama. They are watching the drama. Excellent. Can I get past them?
You can certainly try. Is that what you want to do?
Ah, man, I'm thinking about it.
At this point, I could probably get past them.
You could just hop up there and then transform. How do you feel about negotiating?
Well,
Do we?
I wish I could just.
Why do
Misty
we want
Step you.
to?
Do you have Misty Step?
Me, no.
the two men in ambassador masks nod at each other and go back to their appropriate leader. They both discuss with their leader what they had just talked about. That's what you assume, and they're both in agreement. And Lady Piercing Blade's group goes over to the. I'm not going to do this because I think I might be backwards. They go over to the right, and the other entourage goes to the left, and those two are left in the middle, facing each other. And there was a mighty battle. It raged all over.
Are they actually going to fight right now?
They are going to fight right now on stage.
Oh, shit.
You didn't even have to pay to get in here.
This is amazing. Excuse me though, you two with the fancy stupid fighting that you're going to do. Have you actually looked for the Almighty Slayer?
Lady Piercing Blade looks over to the guards and points at you. The guards come over and say, "This is an eternal matter. This is a mask exchange. This is the way things are. Please don't interrupt them."
More of you stupid mask rituals.
We have to make Drex laugh more.
While you're here, I guess, to the guard,
Quick.
can you explain to me how, if by some tragedy, someone like the Almighty Slayer were to die, how would you choose a new leader? Is this how you would choose?
The mask chooses the leader.
But you can like go into a shop and buy those, or like kill someone and take it. That doesn't make any sense.
Rip the rug out of their whole civilization. You just go right ahead, Kaz.
If you find the Almighty Slayer mask, then you would be the Almighty Slayer for as long as you could hold the mask.
Oh my god. Okay, so fighting. You beat on each other until somebody wins. Thank you. That is whatever.
Misty Step. Misty Step.
You could just throw me.
What, at this man's face and then run through the
claws extended, I
I
assume.
don't think the guards are going to care about me clawing this guy's face through, around the mask.
But they're
So
watching the fight. Um. Also, God, sir. Um. Can anyone challenge them to a duel?
Yes.
Interesting.
There are protocols. Like, she won't take any more fights today.
But
Oh,
will he?
shit.
You mean Christoph?
Yeah.
See.
Generally, on a large massive exchange like this, you would not be able to fight the same day. It's the way we keep peace in the exchange of power.
That's
So you can only
ridiculous.
challenge someone and fight them one time a day, but can you be challenged more than once a day?
probably.
He,
But
Actually, wait.
yes.
You can also only be challenged once a day.
he explains that if you challenge for the same day fight after somebody's fight, it's bad manners.
What if you do it before
what if you
somebody's
didn't
fight?
know?
Now you know. Kitty.
No, what if you didn't know that they had been previously challenged that day?
On large mask exchanges, it's very ritualistic. So that's why the ambassadors talk to each other first and ironed out details. They would have said that tomorrow would be a better day because I already fought today, that kind of thing. If they hadn't fought, but they were just tired and didn't want to, that's not a good enough reason. They would have still had to fight. You have to always be prepared to defend your mask. And anyway, the fighting starts. The fighting is amazing. They're both amazing fighters. Multiple attacks per turn. She is like a ballerina with knives, kind of like a cross between the Stark girl, the little Stark girl.
Yeah.
Arya?
Arya.
Yeah,
yes.
Arya Stark and River Song when she's fighting all the Reavers in the movie.
Wow.
River Tam.
So is she
Yes.
using
Yes.
daggers?
No, she has two rapiers. One is cast in a blue, and one is cast in a green. He, on the other hand, seems to be able to take great amounts of damage, but he also can swing quite well. His longswords, dual longswords, it's quite the epic battle. But in the end, her grace and just ability to maneuver, she lands a piercing blade to her. that wasn't intentional. Sorry, she pierced him in the midsection, and he dropped his swords and falls back, and she takes his mask.
Wow.
Oh shit! What does he look like?
Very pale. He seems to be probably in his late 30s. She tosses another mask and puts it on him, but he looks younger than you think because he's always worn this mask, so it's protected him from everything.
Somewhere between Draco and Lucius Malfoy.
Draco would be the kind of little shit who would walk up here and do this.
So would Lucius.
It was an epic battle. It probably took about 15 minutes. In D&D time, that's many turns.
Many.
She tosses a mask at him. It's just a standard mask. Takes his mask and goes, "Fallen angel, you've served me well. This is for you," and hands him a new mask that he just took off of. She just took off of him. His hunter's mask was very impressive, and he quickly turns behind a curtain real quick and doffs the new mask and comes back and stands in line.
That was one of her party?
Yes.
Fallen angel.
Mm-hmm.
Kristoff's team goes up and still supports him, so they usher him off stage and out of the hall.
How does the rest of the crowd react to this result?
It's very noisy in this hall now. They're all discussing what just happened. They rarely get to see large mass exchange like this. You know, it's a fairly rare occurrence. It's in a setting like this. It's more common to do it out in the field. You know, out when you're out and about. But this was very very rare to see it in this kind of a setting. You also see that like 5 men come out on the stage and they have mops and things and they're cleaning up, and she goes back to sitting on her throne, and she's feeling kind of sassy, so she puts her leg up over the arm.
I love her.
This sweater is too warm. I have to be right back.
Bye forever, kitty.
She has to shed her sweater.
Just to go somewhere for a nice brushing. Is the queue to talk to Lady Piercing Blade reformed?
It's
I imagine like people moved around to get a better view of the battle.
it's a lighter queue, and there's probably only 1 or 2 parties there.
All right, I would like to slip in to that queue.
Who else?
I will go with her.
No? Are you going to take a cat with you? It's
Yeah.
up to her, right?
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't want to be there, she can do what cats do and like backflip out of my hands.
I mean, it feels like everyone else is going up as groups, so
Suddenly a cat jumps into your arms. I found out from over there.
Oh, cool. Well, she's been in the arms the whole time, so.
And it is indeed a cat still.
Okay.
You queue up over the next, let's say there were 2 groups in front of you, and then you. Take about 10 minutes each, and then I guess once the cat gets back, it'll be your turn.
Excellent.
Tony, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna hang back with the rest of the crowd. I'm not going to join them in asking.
Are you going to get some various meats and cheeses and maybe some fruit?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's free, so
Why
it's not stealing.
Yeah, fair.
It's fancy and it's delicious.
Yeah, I will do that while they go and have a chat.
Okay, it's still, they refresh the foods regularly, so there's plenty food there. Fancy food, above ground food.
Ooh. Not just the roots.
I am back.
And
I
suddenly,
also definitely refilled my plate before coming over to the line. So I'm holding both a cat and a plate of food.
how do you eat the food?
It's a whole thing.
And I'm stealing some of the food.
I'm giving you a bunch of dirty looks because it's not what nobles do.
And the people in line before you are go off on the other side of the stage and leave, and you're up.
Excellent. I'm gonna put the cat down. She can walk her damn self.
Okay, so you're meeting Piercing Blade, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
And you're putting me down?
Mm-hmm. You can walk. I already have a bird on my shoulder. I'm not the fucking animal kingdom.
You're
Well,
a
yeah.
guy too, right?
That seems out of character.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the
For
birds on
my
your
other characters, sure.
For all
You
of your
could-
characters.
You could have just put me on your other shoulder. You
Oh
have
my
big
God.
shoulders. I could hold on
Why
to your
are you even
horns.
still a cat? Why don't you just jump in her lap?
Now that would be rude.
Oh my god.
Only if she knows you're a person. Cats don't give a fuck about that. In fact, if she's not making eye contact with you, that's even better. Be a cat.
Surprise lap attack, go. Roll stealth.
And then butter in the face with your head.
Roll cuteness.
And then butter in the face with your butt.
And then fart.
Mm-hmm.
Retrieve like the I'm not the fucking animal kingdom. You walk up and there's a man, and you give him your name, and he turns to Lady Piercing Blade and says, "Is Bellicose the fake?" Okay.
Yes.
Bellicose and who's going? It wasn't that. It was
Zara.
Zara.
and friend, and they point to the cat.
We had to list the cat. Did we not list pig?
Oh, and friends.
Okay.
And you go up, and she goes, "Hello."
Hello. I am still curious. Have you gone out to actually look for the Almighty Slayer?
Oh yes,
Where?
all 3 islands, all over.
But like in the cities or
We've searched for 3 years. We cannot find them. I don't recognize your masks.
we're not from around here.
Do you support me as leader?
Well, we're still sort of figuring that out. I mean, obviously, there is a leader. Ideally, you would find him and do this cool brawl sort of thing.
And while they're talking, I rub myself up against Piercing Blade's leg.
What a lovely cat.
Sure, just don't let her near your food.
She takes a bit of, she has a little piece of meat and hands it down to you.
I eat it and then I glare at Bellicose.
Thanks for using my fake name as a cat.
But what she really says is,
It's a little hiss. It's like a little baby hiss directed at me.
she says, the Almighty Slayer isn't around. We haven't been able to find him. We've looked. We've been taking care of the raider problem, and I should be in command. I'm the one doing the work.
I do agree that once you have left your post and aren't taking care of your responsibilities for, I mean, I would say like a week, but 3 years, I guess, whatever, then you don't have that job anymore.
And
Wait,
we all
what?
know how much it sucks to be doing a job that you don't officially have the title of yet. You're looking at that promotion, but we need you to actually do this for a while.
We're going to change your title, but not your salary.
I understand. It's a complicated subject. Please take all the time you want to think about it. I would appreciate any support that I would get from you.
Oh, that's very nice.
What is it that I can do for you?
Well, we sort of wanted to find out where you went and also what is causing all of these earthquakes. It's sort of a vacation, if you will. We like to go out and do things like this. So I was wondering if you could tell me you've searched all 3 islands. Did you ever look in the middle?
In the middle of the islands where the water is?
Yes.
No, we haven't gone there. To me, that's a myth. And if that ruins your favor, I understand.
No. I do think that large parts of the stories we've heard are myths, but in my experience, most myths are born from little truth.
If it was a dragon, why haven't we seen the
I do not
dragon?
think it's a dragon. Dragons don't do
Me
this.
too. I don't believe it either. We would have seen a dragon.
Yes.
I know that's not a common belief in these lands, but that's the one I hold. And
I'm very relieved
who I
by
am.
this. A lot of people say a lot of weird things that don't make any sense.
That's true. In all things.
We would like you to fund our expedition to do what you have failed to do for the last 3 years.
Well, okay, so if no one has looked in the middle, there's probably information there, possibly about what's going on, at least geographically, maybe.
Um,
I can't get down there.
well, she wasn't speaking. That is a cat.
Oh, okay. Meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Your cat talks a lot, doesn't it? You have another
Yes.
piece of meat.
Yes. She's very, very loud cat. But in your search of the islands, did you primarily focus on cities, or did you also search through the wilderness and the caves?
I can safely say we've covered almost every square foot of the 3 islands to find him.
Excellent. So we will focus on the water then. Thank you.
Very well. If you do find the Almighty Slayer, tell him I'm looking for him, or bring me his head.
That's a very large gap between those 2 requests.
Either way, he should know I'm looking for him and shouldn't be a coward to face me.
Okay. Hmm. So when we find him, instead of saying, this person is looking for you, it should be more of a, this person is looking for you. I feel like the threat should be conveyed a little more.
The information is all I care about. You can tell him however you like.
Okay.
His mask will be mine. Now, where are you from?
I don't pay attention, darling. Where are we from?
How long?
Good job.
Xiaolong.
I
It's a
try
good
to
place.
meow it. Meow.
I don't pay attention to my life. I don't know. Where am I from, darling?
I go around, I eat fruit, I find things. It's fine.
So I've never heard of this place, and I've been everywhere.
Everywhere? Or just in these 3 islands?
That's what I mean by everywhere.
That is not everywhere. There's actually like a lot outside of these 3 islands.
And there's a giant dragon under the ground.
Well, okay, that sounds fake.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if there was any evidence of
Get
that.
on a boat.
Boats are dangerous.
Where?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Ours definitely crashed into a giant squid thing.
Island. Literally the entire island.
She
That too.
keeps questioning that and calls somebody over. And it's the guy that you met in the front that was
Mm-hmm.
telling you about things. And he says
It crashed a little.
he talks to Piercing Blade. Piercing Blade talks back, in hushed tones. She goes, I heard that you had a boat docked, not crashed.
Well, we fixed it. I mean, obviously the squid did not win because we're here.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Why
Where
would you
where
leave
did
your
it
boat
crash?
broken?
Where did your boat crash? I don't pay attention to the world around me. Honey, where did we crash again?
Shut in. I was outside the shut in. And then we fixed it and we docked it there.
Very good, very good. She feeds another piece of meat to the cat. So what can I do for you?
Oh, I've got
do
everything
you-
I need. I just wanted to know where to look next. Darling, did you have any questions?
Did you know? Oh shit! What was his name?
Christopher the
Christoph?
Slayer.
Both of. Well, no, not Kristoff. The other guy.
The Slayer.
Yeah. Did you know the Slayer before he unceremoniously disappeared from his duties?
Yes, we've met. And she has a really disgusted tone.
Oh, you don't like him. Tell me about that.
That's none of your concern.
And this Kristoff who challenges you, he has challenged you before?
He's always wanted the Almighty Slayer mask, but he hasn't found it either and has never tried to assume power.
Why
But-
doesn't he just make one?
Make what? A mask that's the Almighty Slayer?
That's
Yeah.
a cat.
I do have one question about this mask. One of the guards said that if the mask will find you if you're worthy or something, is it magical mask or is it the regular mask that is made and handed down from leader to leader?
Or
It's-
stolen from leader to leader.
It's an ancient mask. The mask will choose the leader, blah blah blah. But that's all mythos to me. I
In
just
the same way that there is a dragon.
pretty much.
Not
So
like
not magic.
wands
I believe what I can see,
that choose
hold,
people.
touch, but I don't believe that the mask is sentient. I think it's just a mask.
So you could just make a new one.
People would know. You couldn't replicate this mask.
I mean, with the rampant mythology around here, I don't know if they would.
When masks change, when especially that mask changes owners, there's a lot of scrutiny over the mask, and it would be known that it was a fake mask. If somebody new came up that wasn't Steelfist wearing the Almighty Slayer mask, it would be challenged as a fake mask, or they had, the scholars would look into the fact that the mask has changed hands. It's just the way of our people. You're not from around here, I can tell. I like you guys.
Oh, good.
You question everything.
Yes. A lot.
Well, if there's nothing else, there's a long line forming behind you, so I have a lot of. She goes nobles and kind of rolls her eyes to talk with today.
That sounds terrible. Have fun.
Oh, wait. Does
Yes.
Steelfist have a keep?
Where?
It's on the island to the west. Wait,
I feel
no,
like
to the
since
east.
that's the name of our campaign, then maybe that's useful information to have. Is it abandoned since he has not returned, or?
There are people there, working the keep, his followers, but he hasn't been there for a long, long time. I have people there. I have people there watching.
I'm assuming you have people everywhere watching.
I have many followers. I hope maybe one day you would like me to rule as well. Keep me in mind when you vote in November.
Also, is there a bandit ruler, or are they just all running around randomly?
Ooh, good
Oh,
question.
this is
They're
an
annoying.
excellent question. There are ranks. There's a hierarchy somehow, but it's mostly an anarchist group. But some have more power than others. The
Not
only
fair.
good raider is a dead raider, in my opinion. I don't care about their ranks. When I see red, I see red.
Okay.
Meow.
That is an excellent slogan. Yes, I was just wondering, since it seems like they're like a hydra. There's no one point of way to take them down. Would explain why there been such an issue in this country.
Should I say that again?
They're very annoying.
Since there's no one leader, it makes it much harder to take them down, the bandits, since it seems to be a big problem in this country, bandits.
Yes, it is hard. It's too easy to become a raider, and it's hard to stop that when you can't find any kind of hierarchy. But we do it when we can.
Why do people become raiders?
For any number of reasons. They just are tired with their life. They don't want to be a farmer anymore. Farmers can be kind of boring, and they think that raiders is an exciting life. You take money and you get wealth, and I never saw it.
Poverty and class system issue.
You could say that.
Are farmers easily able to become not farmers if they do not like farming?
They can try. I mean, they're free to do whatever they want. It's a free land.
I guess they aren't good at puppets.
Do we want to offer her like a personal puppet show?
She
How do
perked her
cats-
head a little bit. She's like, "Are you the one they call the puppet master?"
I'm just saying,
yes,
that's opportunity.
Yes.
I've
Sort
heard
of.
about you.
Yeah, what did you hear?
I hear that you're entertaining and you're kind to small children, and I find that as a very noble thing.
Good. Glad she didn't hear that I had horns.
Does she
Oh.
have kids?
Are you gonna ask
Do
her
you?
that?
You have kids?
I don't.
Do you like puppet shows?
Not. I don't have time for puppet shows, but I also hear that you guys kick ass.
We do that as well, yes. We do many things.
Multifunctional.
Yes.
Excellent. So she says, if there's nothing else, I have lots to attend to today.
Do we want her to hire us?
If this was like the Comic-Con when you get your picture taken with someone, we would have been pushed out a long time ago.
I know.
But we have a cat, so do we want to ask her? No?
Yeah, why not?
You're the leader of our party.
What?
What?
It's so surprising when that
Oh,
happens, isn't it?
please. You're supposed to be the dude
The
thing.
noble.
Well,
The
we're both
dude
the noble.
You're the noble.
what I know, but you're the
She's
male
the-
noble.
Right. She's the
damn it.
actual noble, but you're
No.
the one that is portraying or pretending to be a noble at the moment.
The patriarch, yes. So
And she is a female in this male
Yeah, I
society.
feel like
You're
Lady
trying to take
Piercing
control.
Blade.
And you're, well known. You're the puppet master. Also, you're
Oh
the
my
beat master. So go ahead.
there's a number of
The
reasons
what?
I'm not just being sexist.
Okay.
Like when they asked literally you all of the questions up until this point.
And they
Because
passed you
you're
the
the
check.
patriarch.
Ugh.
And when they asked
Okay.
you about where we were from, and then when you couldn't answer and I answered, they were like, does she speak for you?
God damn.
So, like all of those reasons. So, yeah.
would you be interested in sponsoring our attempt to continue searching for this Slayer to expedite your transition into being the formal leader of this land?
If you can make that happen, I will. You will find me in your favor.
Sure, but sponsor being the key word there.
I'm not hiring if that's what you're asking. But I would reward you greatly if you can find him.
Okay.
You can't get a job until you have a job.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this conversation is about our careers and her careers and careers. I'm going to pat Bellicose adoringly on the shoulder and be like, now I think we've taken up enough time of this lovely woman's. Let's go with our cat and
Yes.
do some more socializing as nobles do.
Come on, cat.
Was that accent number 12?
That's my I'm married to this person accent. I've been the entire time we've been quote unquote nobles because I have to sound like my husband if we're from the same damn country.
All right, that's fair.
Sorry,
It was very good. It was very good. Good job.
I'm trying.
You're
Trying to
escorted down the downstairs.
Did you pick me up?
No, I have a plate of food.
I did.
And
I
I
definitely
want
picked
it.
you up. Yes, I did. You've been picked up.
Thank you.
We're taking our cat. Thank you.
Does this cat not have legs?
Apparently.
That was on the edge. I almost got a point. I got like a half point for that. It was the stare.
You were about
But-
to get one because, hey,
Yeah.
it's a better vantage point. I can more easily move around.
And also, we already got in trouble once for our cat wandering around by herself.
That wasn't going to
Yes.
happen again. I can be sly.
You were down at the bottom of the stairs next to the buffet line.
Oh, good. Is this where Naruhito is?
He's two-fisted it.
Or did he follow that other guy to go take his weapons?
Ha.
No, I was too busy eating.
I lean into Kaz and I'm like, this country's really is crap for social structure.
Yes. It's very strange. But they do have fights at their fancy parties.
Is that a bonus?
Yes.
It is in Kaz's book. So what do we want to do? Do we want to check the room? Do you want to stay and socialize?
I definitely don't want to do that. But I mean, I don't know what we could get from these guys. I definitely want to find like see if anybody at the festival thing is selling like a ring of water breathing or something.
So you're gonna leave the noble hall?
That's my like goal eventually. I don't know, like if we want to hang out and see if we can pick up any other gossip here, anything that might be relevant to our interests, then we can do that.
Can we roll for that?
Was your disguise self magical?
Yes.
How long did that last?
I believe it lasts for an hour at a time, and I can re-up it as many times as I want.
Okay, it's
So
50
like it flickers once an hour.
It's been like 59 minutes, 59 seconds.
Okay. I'm gonna duck to the side under the guise of like picking something up off the floor as it flickers, and then I'm going to stand back up and be fine.
It does.
So can we take a roll on the socializing learning part so that that doesn't eat up the rest of our time? And like see if there's anything else to learn?
You can roll, I guess, like a insight.
Could it be charisma?
Or investigation?
Or animal handling.
Don't be silly. These nobles aren't animals. I was actually acting about the charisma because I feel like that's part of the talking.
Do you have some reason why you would roll at advantage?
I mean, I mean, other than that, I am a noble, no. But like, I don't necessarily know that gives me advantage. I'm just.
I'll take your first roll of the 8 then.
That was
That
mine.
was Tavi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have some reason why you would
I did
roll at
not.
advantage?
That's why I turned it off and rolled again.
Oh, okay. So, are you going to roll? There you go.
Yes.
And what are you trying to incite? More stuff you can learn?
Any more information? Because I feel like we're kind of at a point where we don't have very much information on what direction to go next. So like the only thing I would do is go into like go maybe to Steelfist Keep, but like either if there's hot gossip or like finding out why Lady Piercing Blade has their weird feelings about him. Look, nobles want to talk shit. That's what I know. Nobles talk shit. That's like their second part of their job. The third part is like ruling over people or some crap. But if we can find out any information that gives us more backstory on their relationship or something that would give us indication of where to go next, because we're kind of gearing up to this festival and now I don't know what to do.
Taviana and Naruhito, no, I'm sorry, Casimir, you heard that the Almighty Slayer was at the festival, at the fair where you're at right now.
That sounds like bullshit.
Naruhito, you heard that you heard that, and you heard that he's also at his keep on the Eastern Island. Alexandra, you heard those two, and also that he's on the third island from different people.
So does that mean he's on the third island?
I think maybe.
Or
people
she
aren't really
just
sure where
hears
he is.
all of the rumors
Yeah.
instead of only one or two.
But insight is whether they're true or not, isn't it?
This is what you've heard.
And what they're saying they might believe to be the truth. So
And that's where truth gets complicated.
I like the idea of heading towards the keep. I also like the idea of investigating the that part of the sea that hasn't been looked at because of mythos. So that's in terms of like in what direction to head. I'm down for either. Probably
Same.
keep first because land before water. But that's just me.
Yeah, I feel like we have to learn more about this dude before we can accurately find him. And did anyone have any information about their relationship?
Nobody was talking about the relationship. No, you just heard that she wants his mask and she hasn't gotten it yet.
Watch, we finally find this guy, and he's just a giant douchebag.
And who knows if we make it to the keep or when we make it to the keep, we might be able to find someone that's aware of their potential of having a relationship or how they're connected in some way.
Maybe he journaled about exactly where he's going and why.
Yeah, I I think maybe I'm misunderstanding because I wasn't just wanting to like listen to people talking. I want us to take the role and talking it so that we don't have to RP. So like I would be asking them that type of information.
Like the relationship between them and what else? Because they don't seem to have any information on the relationship between them. You've just all heard rumors about where he is.
Okay, so there was no like public falling out that they had that we can get people to dish out on.
Not that they are aware of. They, they say that the Almighty Slayer is a great guy. They say that Lady Piercing Blade gets things done. There's no real dish there. It seems that Lady Piercing Blade is a private person within her entourage. She only confides in her confidants, and she kicks ass and makes things happen.
Is she still going through the queue of people that are?
Yeah, and you can tell that she's kind of getting tired of doing it. She stifles yawns occasionally. This isn't really what she's made for. She doesn't really want to be doing diplomatic things.
She does know that when she's in charge of the whole country, she's going to have to deal with a lot of people, right?
That's why she's doing this now.
Mm-mm.
She wouldn't if she had the Almighty Slayer mask. She would just rule.
But that still requires dealing with people and their needs.
Yeah, if I don't want to.
She would have people for that.
She would get an Yzma.
To eventually turn her into a llama and try to have her murdered.
Someone to like tend to peasant matters.
And turn you into a llama and try and have you murdered.
There's something going on over there in that house.
My mom's here. Sorry.
Hi, Mom. Cass, too.
She said, "Hey, y'all."
I speak that language. How y'all doing today?
Brittany's playing with me and not with you.
Oh my god.
She didn't say
She
that
said,
out loud.
"Hi, Wade." She's never seen me set up for this before, so she's looking at everybody and everything. Hi, Jan.
Hi.
And there she goes. She didn't want to get on camera because, end quote, her hair is too messy.
You see her and her hair. You're right there. There
And now she's
again.
going to go check out Tony, and I bet you she's going to, yep. Oh, yeah. See, now we know who the favorite child is.
Okay.
He was explaining to her how push to talk works.
Okay.
All right. Exandra, do you want to do anything else at this party?
Eat, and then, no.
Does anybody else have any party goals?
I was debating whether I wanted to try to follow her or nuzzle up to her or whatever and get brought with to the the private conversations, but I figure that's probably not gonna pan out.
I mean,
Do you wanna-
could try it. She knows whose cat you are now, so returning you would be easier, I guess.
Do you want to get in on some illegal fights again?
Yeah. Is it evening time now, or does this? What time is it?
It's probably about, you probably have about an hour left of the fair.
Okay. And Tavi, how much longer do you have in your wild shape? We've been at the party for about an hour.
I believe it's an hour, but let me look.
Guards!
No, for a number of hours equal to half your druid level, rounded down. So 2.
So do you want to try it?
Sure. As you guys are walking around, I jump out of Ix's hands and run over to the dais, to the chair, and rub up against her leg again.
Are you
You gotta get
stealthing
past-
past the guards?
You gotta get past the
Oh,
guards.
I get past the guards because I am quick and I know they're going to be after me.
It's okay, so give me a stealth check to try to get past these guards. You successfully get past the guards.
Right up until you show up at her leg and start going, "Meow!"
I don't say meow, I just rub up against her leg and I purr really loudly. So
Okay.
only
What
she
is-
can hear me purring.
Why is Wade the only one who doesn't think that she sounds like she's dying when she meows?
I just keep imagining Sega when he really wants Tony to pay attention to him. And he's just like, everything is terrible, I'm dying.
Okay, but that's not most cats.
Hers
That's
is
just-
more
that's
like
just
hers is
yours.
more like meow 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 meow.
Actually, no, it was just purring.
Can I get a
Um,
demonstration?
No,
She can't roll her R's. So she
I
can't.
cannot roll my R's. I would love to learn how to roll my R's if anyone would like to teach me.
So you are by the throne-y thing she's sitting in, and she's discussing with two people about commerce and how the raiders are making it hard to trade with other cities, and anything that she could do to help would gather more favor.
Why isn't she talking about the fight she just had?
Nobody's asking.
Apparently, they don't think it's that cool.
It'll cost $300 for her to purr. Thank you, Dream. And Lady Piercing Blade seems to understand and says she's doing what she can about that, and she'll take a look to see in the area if there's anything she can do. You rub up against her leg, and she looks over to Fallen Angel and looks at the cat, and Fallen Angel comes over to pick you up. You let him?
No, I move away from him. I don't know him. I liked her. She fed me.
He's going to make an animal handling check.
Does it automatically fail because she's not an animal?
He rolls an 18, but he can't seem to get you, but he knows kind of what a cat would do, and you're not quite doing what a cat would do. He says, shoo. What do you do now?
I go ahead and leave.
He follows you.
I go up on the table and grab a little bit more food, and then I leave.
Of your party?
Wait, you guys are still in the room?
Yeah.
No.
We're not going to leave without you.
Yeah.
I joined my party.
Okay. So you steal food from the buffet table before coming over to join us.
Yes.
You are making us look terrible at this party.
You brought food to the dais.
Okay, everybody has little plates. What am I supposed to do? Just like throw it in the garbage full?
Just saying.
It's not like I sat there eating with my mouth full in front of her. I just held my plate.
Fallen Angel looks to you two, the nobles that had talked to Lady Piercing Blade. Said you should. This is an interesting animal.
Yes.
It doesn't act like an animal.
Doesn't it? It just stole food off the table.
Well, that part, but it has interesting characteristics to it.
Okay.
Anyway,
How are you?
Yes.
I'm fine, thank you. I must
Wanted to
get back to my
explain this.
lady. Please keep this cat with you. It's
Sure. Is
you
your
shouldn't let her run away.
your name is Fallen Angel or is that
Yes.
a title?
That's my name.
Interesting. That's a cool name.
Thank you. Have a good day at the fair. Poof. He
Natural
just disappeared. Huh?
Natural conversationalist, this lot.
Oh, okay, so you take off from here?
Yeah, I guess.
And Dreve, no, he did not warm
Illegal
up his
fights.
dice. I don't think.
Fights.
I think
He
he did.
tested.
I think he got a roll he liked and stopped.
I try and find like a ring of water breathing before the fair closes.
You want to go to Sparkle Town again?
Yeah, let's go to Sparkle Town.
Yeah, let's go to Sparkle Town.
Do we need 3 of those?
For
Yes.
the 4 of you?
Or
Oh yeah, you're an octopus. That's right.
Yeah.
oh, hey, we could really get in there.
We can get anywhere you need to get.
For
That is so
2
cool.
hours.
Yeah, I mean, but octopuses cover lots of land, I'm imagining, because you'll be big. Water, lots of water, whatever.
Yeah.
Distance
Many leagues.
under maybe some would say 2,000 leagues.
Do I
Ooh.
want to be an octopus or do I want to be some other
A
type of
dolphin?
water?
Please don't be a shark. That's my only request. It's like being a vampire, I imagine, sea vampire.
What?
Because you're gonna want to nom the things. That's what sharks do. Everyone knows that. That's their day job. Nom
God
the
damn it.
things.
No, it's not. Didn't you pet a shark? No. you
No,
petted
I pet a
manta ray thing.
stingray. They are very different. Their job is to not nom.
You know
Oh,
what
but they
would
do
help in
nom
this
nom
situation?
sometimes.
I believe Aquaman would help you in this situation.
God damn it.
Exactly.
It's like the only thing he would be good for.
He could get us to the bottom of the ocean.
Do a concussion blast air bubbles for you to breathe out of too and stuff.
Jet propulsion. Yes.
So
Jet propel us down.
you go to Sparkle Town, you find a trinket vendor. He has no ring of water breathing, but he recommends you go to that place right next door who sells potions and see if they have maybe a potion of water breathing.
I want it to be permanent.
Oh, okay, then don't go there. You can try the I have some rings over there I haven't identified.
Okay. I'll go over there and try and identify those.
I have checked the list of beasts that I could change into that are water, and I think the octopus is the best bet.
Not like an orca.
I cannot be an orca. I can be a giant seahorse, a constrictor snake, a reef shark, a swarm of quippers, or a dolphin.
How giant of a seahorse?
Dolphin?
Yeah, I'm here for the seahorse.
Yeah, you could make one of us look like
The
Aquaman.
dolphin is the lowest challenge rating, so I would not be of much benefit other than
But
giving you a
how
ride.
fast is it?
Vis-a-vis giant, you could
This
probably
list
put all three
doesn't
of them.
say, so hang on.
I'd like to remind you that the one time you've been in the ocean, you did face a giant octopus. Just saying.
Yeah, and a dolphin's not going to help that much.
What if
But
that
it's so
giant
cool.
octopus was the Slayer?
Dun dun dun.
Well, we killed him then.
Did we kill it?
Yeah.
I don't think we
Didn't
did.
you?
No, he
got
swam away. You're
away.
right. You're right. You're right.
So all I'm saying is he's probably a druid and probably also was being an octopus.
And fucking up ships just to be an asshole?
No, like what if he realized that he can never stop the things from happening, so he's just decided that he's gonna
Screw it, I'm
swim
now a
around
giant
the
octopus.
Yeah, I'm a giant octopus that runs around protecting people from coming to these stupid fucking islands.
A dolphin swims 20 feet faster than an octopus. That's all. And yet the challenge rating is much higher for an giant octopus. So I'm still going with that.
Could you be a giant dolphin?
That is
No.
not in the list.
Giant seahorse, though.
I'm really here for this seahorse. Can you just seahorse on the way back?
The problem with turning into a giant seahorse is I have to have seen one before, which I may have done in swimming around as a dolphin or a giant octopus, but
You have to have seen a giant seahorse or any seahorse, because I could draw you a
giant
picture of a seahorse.
seahorse is 20 feet, no,
And not
yeah, 20
real.
feet slower.
So you want me to draw you a picture of a giant seahorse? Is what I'm hearing.
No, I'm going to be a giant octopus.
But the seahorse.
Okay, can I tell you, I have always loved seahorses, but I'm going to be a giant octopus.
But you'll have a little little beak mouth. It's cute.
And also, I don't think a seahorse will sit 3.
Giant. Giant is the key word.
We can swim.
Not as fast as me.
So you'll lose the race. Okay, so you want to identify some rings?
Plus, the icon is already
Yeah.
made.
How many? There's like 10 rings in there.
Excellent. I want to go through all of them.
Do you have any kind of identification spells?
I don't. It
So
would
it'll
just
be an
be like an
Arcana.
Arcana check.
For the first ring, it's a ring of acid protection. You want to roll again for the next one? It's some sort of ring. It feels like it could be magical.
So wait, are you guys looking for rings to become like Aquaman? Except, less because you won't have the power.
He doesn't really have power, though. I mean, he
We
can
are
breathe
looking-
underwater. That was it.
We are looking
Oh,
for
and
rings of
concussion
water
wise.
breathing.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You find a ring of water breathing.
Yay!
Like this episode is dedicated to Aquaman.
Not a hashtag not a sponsor.
Not a superhero. Hashtag not a
going.
superhero.
God damn it.
Don't make me come over there.
Keep
Bring
going,
it.
Jess.
I will come over there. Oh wait, I have control over OBS.
What's that 14 get me?
That's a ring of attunement.
What is that? One of those things where it just gives you
You, if
another.
you, when you attune to this, you can attune to 4 things.
God damn it!
You find a ring of acid protection. You find possibly a magic ring, not sure. It doesn't emanate with magic as far as you can tell. This also, I mean, it looks like blue, but you're not sure. You find a ring of poison resistance. You find a ring of water breathing.
That's 2.
You're pretty sure this is a ring.
I want to investigate the blue one that just rolled a twin. She rolled a 10 on, and the one that she rolled an 8 and 9 on. Can I also check those out?
Sure.
There are 4 total that I biffed. If you want to look at those.
Fine.
So she looked at those and kind of shrugged and passed it on to you.
Yeah, that.
Sorry, he.
Thank you.
And same thing, Arcana.
Yes. Unless you have a spell that can cast it.
Damn.
This is a ring of featherfall.
The blue one?
Does she ID 2 for that?
And a ring of acid protection. You find a ring. This one's not magical. And neither is this one.
Oakley dokley.
I find a place to be a place to hide and turn back into myself.
You can like duck behind a tent. You see nobody's looking at you, and you're you again with all your stuff.
How much was that ring of featherfall?
I haven't identified those. Just 25 gold each is fine. Whatever.
I will take that. Not the ring of featherfall. I mean, who wants a water breathing ring?
Well, we only found 2, right? Or did we find 3?
We did only
We
find
found
2.
2, sorry.
But are there other places that we can look? Like,
He mentioned, there's might be potions next door.
I think we'll take both of the rings, the water breathing rings.
And the other one that she wanted, pointing at Taviana. So 75 gold.
And then I think we'll check out the potions and see if they have anything for water breathing.
Do those require attunement?
Yes. Who paid?
I assume each of us will pay for ours.
Okay.
And I'll head next door and check out the water breathing potions.
I will go with you.
The shopkeeper says, yes, I have one potion of water breathing. It will last 1 hour. It tastes sort of like grapes. If you know what grapes taste like, I haven't ever had a grape, but that's what they say it tastes like. And it'll last 1 hour and doesn't require attunement because it's a potion, but you got to drink it and then you can go in the water and you stay there for an hour. It's 200 gold. Can't hear you.
No, I was just talking to myself for a second. Just saying that's a pretty steep price for a one potion.
Go somewhere else then.
I was talking to myself. Yeah, I wasn't talking to. I wasn't.
Get the fuck out of my shop.
This
If
is
you
why
had
he
a
didn't turn his
character
mic on.
voice,
That was his inner monologue. If that was your inner monologue.
Oh, okay, fair.
Are there any other shops around here that would potentially have rings of water breathing at the fair at all?
Did you try the trinket place next door?
Nope, we're gonna do that now.
yes, we did. We just came from there.
Oh, they're different stores?
But they're just side by side. That's yeah.
There's only one guy here who sells trinkets.
You can go look for another one. Which, there's Jimmy's Magic Shop.
I'll try Jimmy's Magic Shop.
Okay.
What's Jimmy's Magic Shop like?
It has magic items and for sale on display. Some wands, some jewelry, some armor, some cloaks.
Any rings of water breathing?
Hi, I'm Jimmy. Rings of water breathing. Yeah. Let me see. He starts going over the ring table and turning over each label, looking at it. This one could be.
What
Could be.
do you mean could be?
It probably is.
Can I look at it?
Would you use it for that?
I don't go in the water. That's silly. He turns his back and looks at the ring and then gives it back to you. And it says water breathing on the label now.
I would like to do an Arcana check.
Okay. It doesn't feel like it's water breathing, but it does feel like it's acid protection.
I think you must have made the mistake. This is a ring of acid protection.
Oh,
Perhaps
well,
the labels got swapped.
maybe. Let me look some more. It doesn't look like I have any water breathing rings.
Do you have any potions? In
How
water breathing?
sure are you, though? Because you thought this was one.
I'm pretty sure. If you want, you can make one Arcana check to see if you can see if any of the rings look like they're water breathing.
Son of a bitch, I cannot.
It doesn't look like any of those are water breathing. Does he? He doesn't have any potions for sale. Well, yeah, no, he doesn't have any potions for sale.
Is there such thing as like a wand of water breathing?
I mean, up to DM discretion. I was looking through the monster or the DMG, and apparently there's actually no such thing as a ring of water breathing. It's actually a cap of water breathing or a potion of water breathing.
Interesting. How
there's a
you
ring of-
found 2 rings of water breathing, and that's amazing. Good find.
Yeah.
That's probably why they weren't labeled. Nobody's ever seen one before.
Mm.
Yep, there's only a ring of water walking.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a break during this shopping montage, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We are mostly back. Still in Jimmy's.
Jimmy's Magic Shop.
Yep.
I think we want to inquire about a cloak of the manta ray.
Yes.
That allows for water breathing?
Wow, that's
Try
pretty
again.
cool.
And you
I
can
was gonna
swim
say-
fast.
And it doesn't need to be attuned.
And
you
it
only
looks
have
like
to pull the hood
Christmas.
up.
And it's pretty.
And I imagine it'll be more than 200 gold.
And we still needed to do a thing, and we have one more round of fights. I'm just saying. We still should find out if it is there. It's better than
that's fair.
drowning.
I got a cloak. This is probably it.
Does it look like a cloak of the manta ray?
It looks green.
I think that is a cloak of elven kind that you are.
Isn't that what you said?
No, I definitely said manta ray.
That's probably what this is.
No, that is definitely elven kind.
If I was a sorcerer, I would charm the shit out of this guy right now.
So you don't want this cloak of the manta ray?
That is not.
It shoots
You-
mantas in
Do
a
you
ray.
Okay. Are you just? Hmm.
Bellicose, be nice.
Can I just look through his cloak selection myself?
Roll me one Arcana check.
You're muted.
You don't see a cloak of the manta ray there. Helps when I push the right button.
Do we? So we've been to a trinket shop and a potion shop. Do we know of a different like magic clothing shop?
Maybe the tailors might have something.
Okay.
The way the society works, we might be able to just find someone who's wearing a cloak of the manta ray and challenge them for their mask, and then also their cloak.
That's true.
If you want
Or
to do that, I would
you
support
can-
you.
Or if you don't want to fight me, you can keep your mask and give me your cloak.
Or you could weaponize the children that love your show so much to bring you a cloak of the manta ray from somebody like one of their parents. There's a lot of nefarious ways to do this.
We could have a list of what you need to get into the next puppet show.
You just
I,
stand at the stage for the puppet show and say, I'm not starting until I get a cloak of the manta ray.
I feel like that would be a lot like that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when they try to get Groot to bring them the thing and he comes back with like a foot.
Here's a pencil. Is this what you wanted?
It's not what they wanted.
Spoilers. Over the loudspeaker, you say, fair's closing in 5 minutes.
Well, this has been terrible, Jimmy, but I think we have to go.
But you didn't buy anything.
Yes, that is because you have lied about everything that you have.
It was probably true.
It was not true at all.
So knowing that there are only 5 minutes left before the ferry closes, and knowing that I'm going to need that potion in order to help with this upcoming adventure, I run back
This
into
isn't the
the.
last day.
Yeah, we have another day, dude.
Oh,
Technically, you have 3 more days of the fair.
Yeah.
then
Borrow
that
his
You
was-
cloth.
have 3 days to haggle that asshole down.
okay. I have a charisma of 1, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But you do have a good point.
Who needs a charisma
Yeah,
score
it's
when you
not
have
like
us?
we're friends.
You mean your modifier is 1.
Yes, my modifier is 1.
Your charisma of 1 would be terrible.
It would be. That would be a like intensely
We would
negative
hate
modifier.
you. We would
You
hate you
walk,
so
you, wa-
much.
you walk around and you propulse yourself just by farting all the time.
Jimmy has a charisma of 1.
Every word that comes out of your mouth is a cuss word.
But not even a good one. Like only offensive cuss words and you aren't using them right.
It would be the type of cussing that that Tavi does when she's casting spells.
It would be like your Groot, but all you would say is like poop, and it would mean different things.
But luckily not the one that made it on air.
Just running around saying feces.
That's too polite.
I was thinking more of like, I am poop. I am poop. I am poop.
It's more of a you are poop.
Be like moist.
You are poop. This is poop. All things are poop.
Moist. Moist every other word.
Moist poop.
Do you leave the fair?
Yeah.
Do you stay at Jimmy's?
Nope.
Nope, we head
We
back to
are
our
leaving
wagon.
Jimmy's.
Ah, Jimmy.
Jimmy is a liar.
Come back and buy something.
No, I will not. I'm going to tell everyone that you are terrible.
I'm
You
really
should
not.
not lie.
I didn't lie. They're probably true.
You can fit it into the next puppet show.
No. Not knowing something and saying it anyway does not make it true.
I appreciate your business.
We didn't give you any.
Thank you.
We're out the door. I hate you.
Come back again.
No.
You're welcome.
No, I'm not.
You're lucky we didn't kill you.
You make your way out of the fair with the crowd, and you find your way back, I'm assuming, to your campsite. It seems unharmed, unchanged.
Check on the horses.
Stripper pole's intact. Horses are fed. They ran out of food.
What? Didn't we pay these people?
You bought one day.
Oh, fine. Whatever. I'll go find them and pay them again.
Or we
Don't
could
remember
just
how
give
much
them
it was.
good berries.
That's true.
I got those coming out the yang.
But
Ouch.
I
Hey,
don't know what a
it's
yang
good
is, but I don't
berry.
think it's
I
supposed to have
don't
good
think
berries
it's
in
an
it.
ouch situation.
I think good berries coming out of a gang sounds
Totally
like a terrible
sounded
idea.
like an ouch situation, yep.
I think my only objection to feeding them the good berries is that they don't have anything to do all day. And I feel like at least they have the act of eating
No,
to get
I
them
mean
through
like
those
right
hours of
now,
boredom.
since they
Oh.
haven't eaten today.
Well, they have.
Yeah, they have. You had about 24 hours worth of food, and it's back down to about where they just ran out.
Okay, got it.
So they still have like 2 pieces, 2 little straws of hay.
And some oats. I believe you got hay and oats.
Yes.
You
2 straws of hay and 1 oat.
you can find them, and they offer you the service of feeding your horses every day for 8 gold for hay and oats for every day for the fair that you're here.
I will do that.
That way we don't have to worry about this anymore. We won't have to have this conversation again. What would you like to do?
Finds that illegal fighting again.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the quads tomorrow.
Who is supposed to be in it? Is it anyone exciting?
There are they're wondering if Lady Piercing Blade is going to compete.
That would be so baller.
Most of the people think that would be a ridiculous use of her powers, and she probably won't.
A ridiculous use of her time and talents and
Yeah.
kind of rude.
Yeah, a little bit. But they think it would be baller.
It would be. I would love to fight her.
Would you?
Yeah.
Go for a 50-minute battle
Yeah.
in D&D time. That's why. That'd
don't
be
want their mask,
150 rounds.
Our negotiators would have to make sure that the mask was not on the table. I do not want that.
You don't want that responsibility.
No.
You go to where the illegal fighting was last night, and there's nobody there.
Well, of course not. You can't have it in the same place every night.
You want to investigate to find it?
Yes.
If only there was some sort of investigation type role. What would it be? Animal handling?
Ooh.
No. Investigation. Okay. Anyone else looking for fighting? Naruhito, you gonna fight tonight?
Yeah, you should
Alexandra,
fight.
I'm apparently
Illegal fighting.
Not illegal fighting, but I'll help. I'll help.
Oh, that's
Casper.
Is it
right.
illegal
Find
if the
player.
guards are letting it happen? I don't think so.
You didn't see any guards there last time you were there.
I thought you said that they kind of like turn their heads about it.
Yeah, you find the campsite again. It was right behind you where you were standing.
I just turn around. Oh, here's a place. Oh,
You
wait,
stand
you
up
just
and you
came from
looked
there.
around, couldn't find it, but you did find the campsite. You were just standing right next to. Anyone else looking? Okay.
Alexandra?
I'm good tonight. I really wanted Naru to fight, or Tavi, but I just remembered that it's technically illegal, so he wouldn't do that. Tavi, I know when you kick some ass.
I have no need to prove my prowess at battle. I am low on gold, but
Yeah, it's not about the prowess, it's about the money.
It's definitely about the money.
If it was just about prowess, we could just fight people in the streets.
We could fight anyone all time.
I always had a question about druids. Can they turn themselves into a human?
I don't think so. They're not. They
What's a
cannot
human
take on-
challenge rating?
It has to be a beast.
I decided to investigate anyway.
Oh,
Thank
look,
you.
it's over there across the camp this time. Not like right behind the camp like it was last time, but it's way over there. It's about 50 feet away is where people are ducking into the forest.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Dreve. 6 months of continued support. Heart.
So if you guys want to fight, and considering I only have like 100 gold, so I'm willing.
Let's go make money.
Okay.
Who wants me to place bets on them?
Me.
You gonna fight?
I think
Nope.
Kaz is our only fighter.
Naruhito. You could totally do this.
Oh wait, is this weaponless?
No. But it's not to the death by agreed terms.
Okay, so why are you not fighting?
Totally fine.
Because he's a lawful character and this is
No,
an illegal
you.
fight. Oh, me? Because I don't feel like it, which is what I'm allowed to do.
Okay.
All right. I would like to bet 150 on me winning.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do they have an existing champion this time that I can challenge?
It hasn't started yet.
Okay.
All right, and to
I would like to lurk and try and keep myself hidden while it gets started. Because last time nobody wanted to fight me after they saw me fight.
Can make a stealth check. You manage to keep yourself in the background, like not you stand back of everybody, kind of crouch down a little bit, not crouching, but like shrugging down.
Okay, can you remind me what the rules are?
It's just fighting. Uh, there's
Until
no.
somebody yields.
Do they have potions and burgers in this?
I
No,
did not last time, no.
Okay,
we had to
so
supply our own.
it's like as if you were fighting something, Cass.
And once Kaz is confirmed, I'm going to put down his 150 on himself and also another 200. And what are the odds? Double?
Double your money. We're just going with straight, since I don't know how to do things.
And there's the winner gets a pot.
No, not in this. It's all about betting.
All about betting. So I'll have to put most of my gold on me. 100 gold on me. And I'm also going to do 100 gold on Kaz. Well, I'm sorry, I can't do that, can I? So I can only do 50
Why?
on me, 50 because I don't have that much.
Yeah, but you could do 100 on Kaz, and then depending on whether that goes or not.
True, I could do
Put
that
more
if,
on yourself
well,
after.
if Kaz is going to go first.
I also ask Kaz, don't you have that disguise ability? You could just, make yourself up to look like someone else, maybe.
That's true. I could just deceive them. Thank you, lawful character, for giving me this idea.
I was just thinking out loud. That's not illegal, people. Jeez.
You're encouraging
I will lie to them, yes.
deceptive behavior, but not illegal. You're right.
First up, a gnome stands in the center and says, "I'll take anybody on."
Is it the same gnome?
No, this is an unrecognized gnome masked guy. He's not wearing armor. He's wearing cloth.
This
Quote
sounds
unquote a
mean.
very. Sorry, go ahead.
That was it. This sounds mean.
I was going to say, quote unquote, a very puntable character.
Very
I'm
tossable.
pretty sure that's racist. Against gnomes.
No, because gnomes don't exist.
What?
In game, it is definitely racist.
Oh, all right, fair. I apologize.
Lawful good doesn't mean not lawful racist.
Does
You
it-
know,
Okay,
in the
hold-
game that actually has different races as opposed to.
As opposed to real life where it's all societal boundaries and bullshit.
And not
Lawful
illegal.
good.
And not illegal.
Lawful good does not mean lawful nice.
I'm pretty sure that there is nothing good about racism.
True.
Hashtag racism is not good. Good job.
Hashtag racism.
We're
is not a
taking
sponsor.
stands here.
Hashtag racism not a sponsor.
All right.
Oh god, I cried a little bit. Jesus.
Anybody want to take on the gnome?
Does anybody in the room want to take on the gnome? Like, is anybody else like, yeah, I'll fight this guy?
Doesn't appear so.
I wonder why they're not.
It's the first fight. It's early. Maybe they're waiting till later.
All right, fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
And I'll put 50
jump
down
in the
on
ring.
me.
Okay. Okay. So roll initiative.
Do what?
Roll initiative. You have to beat a 4. You go first.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cast a cantrip called True Strike that takes an action, and it's going to give me insight into the target's defenses.
Okay, let me see it. Okay. He seems to be in cloth armor. His AC is 14, and he doesn't appear to be protected against the elements or physical damage. I thought it was 50 on Tabby for Tabby.
Yeah, that's a question mark because I wasn't sure if the 50 or the 100 was good.
It was 50 for now because yeah.
Okay, doke.
Tabby doesn't do this kind of thing. She's not into brawling.
So that's the end of your turn.
Hang on one second. Yep, that's the only thing I can do that's not a bonus action. So, yep.
You get hit with 9 points of force damage from magic missile. And he says, "Ha ha!"
So my turn now, huh?
It's correct.
Firebolt.
That hits.
Sizzle.
Anything else? He says, "Woo!"
Does he talk like a Keebler elf?
A little bit.
No, I should have done that, but no.
Okay.
Did you win yet?
It's his turn. Sorry, things aren't working for me. Hang on. Okay. He returns the favor with a firebolt, but misses. Unless you get hit by a 7. It goes into the crowd, and some people pat it off. Like it hit them, but it didn't. It just singed their cloak. You're up.
Fuck you,
I'm gonna conjure.
It'd be funny if you turned into a bear and he just ran away.
I could do that, but I can also conjure a bear or a boar. All right. I'm going to conjure a giant boar.
Okay.
Which will then attack.
You can attack same turn as being summoned. It rolls initiative. So it's a giant boar.
It doesn't really say if he can attack at during the same thing.
I assume that if he rolls an initiative and it's after you, but before the other guy, then he gets to go then, and if not, he just waits until his turn.
What's initiative
Or they.
calculation?
It's 20 plus your dexterity bonus.
So roll a d20. That's lower than his. So he goes next. And he casts a spell at you. Make a wisdom saving throw. It was it did not affect you. So it's the boar's turn. So it has a charge attack. And also a tusk attack.
Yeah, and it's not letting me click that.
The tusk attack is a +5, so a d20 +5 to hit. Does not hit. Tavi's turn.
Another firebolt.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
How's he looking?
Bloody. He casts the spell again. Make another wisdom saving throw. I want to phrase this correctly. You now perceive everything as hilariously funny, and you fall to the ground in a fit of laughter.
Well done.
You're
Come on, big.
basically prone, so
Oh, wait, is that a charming thing?
it's an enchantment-y thing.
I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Magic can't put me to sleep, but I have advantage against charming.
That's Tasha's hideous laughter, right?
Yeah. It's an enchantment. It's not a charm spell.
Okay. So does that mean I don't get to attack?
You get to laugh.
So then it's the boar's turn?
Correct. Well, it was the boar's turn anyway, and then it's your turn. So the boar's turn,
Is that one where she gets a chance to save every time it's her
Yeah.
turn?
or she takes damage.
Do I get to do that now?
No, it's not
Not
your
until
turn.
your turn.
Oh, I'm after the board. Never mind.
She conjures the magic cuss words, and she rolls. Oh, that was it there, the 12. That also does not hit the second time in a row. You can make a wisdom saving throw.
Stupid boar.
That definitely doesn't. There's no.
I have a +7.
That's why you have an 8 instead of a 1.
I didn't use the really bad word. Damn it.
You used the wrong spell words. Okay. I'm typing as fast as I can. Sorry.
Yep. I'm just curious, so hang on. Ignore this. I'm using the really bad one from now on.
That would have been different. It's a 16 against your boar. Armor class 12. Okay. I'm sorry, it took so long. It took 8 points of damage. You're tracking your stuff for the boar. Okay. It's the boar's turn. That hits with a tusk attack, which is 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, big.
Okay. Saving throw.
Did the gnome injure her in that last round?
He fought the pig.
Okay. Wise choice.
That is, you're still laughing. He's going to go for the pig again. And he hits. The AC is 12, right? Yeah. Okay. So he hits. For 15 points. And I'm going to get another D10 because I can't read this. It's the boar's turn. Wait, that's damage. You haven't rolled the attack yet.
Damn.
He says, no more, no more, no more.
I assume he
Woo!
also
Yay!
ends his spell.
We burst into laughter, or to clapping.
I
Yeah,
want-
he looks at you and goes, and you stop laughing. You had a good fight. Good time? Yeah? Seemed like you were having a good time while you were fighting.
Look at that. She beat them while she was laughing at them. It's great.
So what were the odds on that?
You
Double
just
your
double
money.
your money. We stopped doing odds because odds.
None of us know how to do that.
Is it winner stay on though? Does Tavi stay in there until someone
Yeah,
challenges her?
she can stay on.
All right, so I'm back to full health points and everything, right?
How
No?
did you do that?
Oh, I thought that
We
was
don't-
oh, this isn't
No,
like
we don't
the
have potion and burgers in this one.
So you can either keep fighting or you can step down to heal and let other people fight.
Where you can heal and keep fighting.
I made 50 gold. I'll make more on Kaz. So I'll step down.
With your boar.
Me and my boar will go
Okay.
cuddle in the bleachers.
A boy that you saw from last illegal fights gets in the ring again. I'll fight anybody.
Good lord.
His father grabs him by the scruff of the neck and pulls him back in. Like, no, that's no. Do no, no, don't do no.
That's a lot of confusing directions.
Anybody
Well,
else?
it's best if you absolutely do nothing.
The guy with a sword walks in, and he's ready. He's kneeling by his sword, and he's just waiting.
He looks competent.
I'll
kick
go
his
for it.
ass.
Did you see a
I
cat
will,
with a sword?
No.
Yes, it's Puss in Boots.
Yes.
Is it possible for
Voiced by Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
is it possible for me to cast something on Kaz as he's entering?
You can try.
Like, would it disqualify him?
It's supposed to be skill against skill in these.
All right, then I won't.
So yeah, I'll pull my hood back as I climb up onto the thing.
There are gasps from the crowd. A lot of betting going on. He looks up at you and nods.
And I had put 100 gold on Kaz, right?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
That is
you're
what
right.
you said
I
you
had
wanted to do.
I had initially said I was going to do 50 on me, 50 on Kaz, but especially now
But
that
you
I'm
made
going,
100 now.
right.
So
I want to do 100 on Kaz.
going for broke.
Yeah.
Well, you should have 150
no.
gold now. So putting
Yeah.
100 down, you would still have 50 left.
Yeah. Also, I summoned my battle axe as I was walking up.
Okay.
I looked uber badass, was all I just heard.
Slow motion, Kaz walking up, flipping the hood back, and in the same motion pulling out.
I see you
Just
grabbing,
reaching into thin air and grabbing the battle axe.
I see you gripping your cloak, and you unhood yourself and move the cloak around, and you just pull out an axe at the same time.
Death metal
Nice.
music playing.
While downing the last of his beer with the other hand.
So basically, you're Aquaman.
Yes.
He rolled a 22 for initiative.
Shit.
Pulls a sword. Does 17 hit you?
Yes.
He hits you for 5.
Okay.
He did not roll well.
I will swing back at him two-handed.
Okay. That does not hit.
All right. How about this? I
No.
too did not warm up my dice. This is
Oh, that one hit.
great.
6 does not hit you. You're up.
No.
Yeah, he didn't warm up his dice either, so it's fair.
Yes.
That
That hit?
managed to connect.
10.
It's not both. Oh, two-handed.
No.
Gotcha.
I labeled them to make it easier.
It did make it easier. I was able to read that and discern the meaning.
Ooh.
That didn't connect at all. You're just flourishing it.
You were too busy laughing at the 5 points of damage.
10. Oh, his 5
Right,
from
his
earlier?
5, yes.
He rolled very poorly. That was 2 dice damage. Does a 14 hit you?
Yes, it meets.
Really? I have
Since
higher AC
when?
than you.
When did this happen?
I'm pretty sure it's always been this way.
I have 17.
I'm a warlock.
She's a clothy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Don't make fun of her. She's personal.
Yeah, but I thought you were at least a stoutly built clothy.
I
Well,
love my daughter. I am not making fun of my daughter. I'm making fun of Kaz. And he's a he.
I'm sure that we were all very confused about that point.
He hit you for 19.
19 points of damage? Jesus,
Yes.
damn.
It's erratic damage, but he hit you for 19 points of erratic damage.
Okay. And it's my turn now?
Correct.
Get him in the balls with the magic balls.
I'll cast Shatter. In the
You show
balls,
me-
I
Can
guess.
you show me shatter at the balls? Okay.
That would do it.
Con
Needs to
save.
make a con save.
Half damage con save. Yeah, he saves. So 29, that's 14.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks stout. And swings his sword at you for 10, so it doesn't hit. Because the one before was a 14 and that met. So this is lower than that.
Yeah.
Math.
I just
Math,
like
stay in
dodge out of
school.
the way.
You're up.
Yeah, but now he has his tail up over the dashboard.
No.
Not a saying.
But the good news is that I used it both the appropriate wording and appropriate meaning. Appropriate.
There's nothing appropriate about that saying.
Mind spike.
This one is a wisdom save.
We're just gonna test out all of his save skills. Oh yeah, well how's your strength save?
He does not save.
Nice. It's another 17 points of damage.
And I guess that's the ear bleed one. So he's bleeding out of his
Mhm.
ears when he bleeds.
Yeah.
22.
Terrible headache. That hits, yes.
7 erratic damage.
All right.
Don't you have a thing for when people hurt you?
I do. Hellish Rebuke. I'm so bad at this.
You hear from the crowd, don't you have a thing that you can do when somebody hits you?
He needs to make a dexterity save. We are testing out all his skills.
Oh, he saves. So
Zara, you need to
half.
practice your yelling so your voice doesn't crack so much.
It's a buffet of saves.
Okay. He swings at you. He crits.
Wait, no.
Oh no,
This is
it's
my
your turn.
That was a reaction.
If he doesn't crit, good for you.
Son of a bitch.
That does not hit him.
All right, now it's his turn.
Uh-oh.
He crit again. Apparently it was meant to
It's
be.
backwards, so he rolled a 50.
Oh,
He does 22 points of damage.
all right, I'm out.
He pulls his punch and doesn't kill you.
Cool. Fuck.
He helps you up though. Said you're a worthy opponent. Here's a healing potion of 2d4
And
plus
this
2.
is why I don't do this shit.
He goes back and kneels at his sword.
2d4 plus what?
Hmm.
What? Sorry.
2d4 plus 2. You crit. You crit a healing
Twice.
potion.
He gave you 2 crits because he's a crit kind of guy.
This is a very good healing potion. He must have really liked you.
You
Does
should
he
get
still want to
his.
fight?
You should get his name.
What
Does he
what is
still
your
wanna
name?
fight?
Actually, I would like to ask him that as a leaf. During the handshaking.
It's Sylvester.
Okay. I'm Bellicose. It is nice to meet you.
Bellicose. Okay.
Yes.
It's nice fighting you.
Sylvester.
He
Does he
wasn't
still
saying,
wanna
he was just trying to say it correctly. He wasn't saying it with any errors or anything.
All
He
right.
had never
cool.
heard of the name Bellicose, so he was trying to say it so it was
All right.
correct.
Yes.
He's in the ring. He does drink 2 potions.
Is this the same kind of thing where it's like bad form to challenge someone again?
You certainly can.
How are you going to get back up in health? Can
Um,
I heal you?
I would appreciate that, yes.
She walks over to you, so she's not in the ring.
Thank you.
Are you gonna have another go?
I think so.
I can do another cure wounds at a level 2.
I think save it for now. Has anybody stepped up to challenge him?
No, they were all amazed that the puppet master was defeated.
Excellent. I'll go back then.
Okay. So everybody deducted their last bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, okay. So when I said I had 100 gold, I was rounding down. But now I'm down to 78 based, having 150 gold.
Wait, you had 150, you bet 100, that's 50.
I had 120 something. I bet 50. on me. So then I had 128.
Oh, you got 178. Okay, I'm with you now. Okay.
Now I have
Yeah,
78.
78.
Right. So I bellicose.
Mm-hmm.
If I put 50 on you, I might get back to where I was. All right, I'm going to put 50.
No pressure.
I'm gonna put 200 on, or no, 300 on him.
I'm gonna put 200 on me.
Okay, everybody noted their bets. Norihito, how much you put down?
I'm not putting anything down. I'm good, thanks.
It's open to all, anybody who wants to bet.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna need to wait it, like, hang out and wait for at least 30 minutes so that I can get those spell slots back. So does anybody challenge him while I'm taking a short rest?
Does anybody here want to challenge him while she's taking a short rest?
I would like to try to talk Hitu into doing that.
No,
You know, for the team. Bob, sorry.
That too, yeah.
What would you, persuasion versus what?
There, I'll add that too.
Oh, thanks.
Would it be like persuasion versus, for this, wisdom?
Is that what I roll against that?
I don't know, what do you roll?
Yeah. It would be wisdom or intelligence, whichever one you feel is more important, more appropriate. Wisdom is generally associated with the faith magics. I don't know if your lawfulness comes from piety or just feelings.
What's piety?
It's like a code of honor,
Piety.
probably.
Mm.
So wisdom save then?
Since she's trying to persuade you to, well, nah, go ahead. Yeah, wisdom or intelligence, whichever you'd like. You really feel like it's a good idea to get in that ring. You don't think it's really against your code.
And the guards are turning a blind eye to it. They obviously don't think it's that bad.
And she thinks she convinces you that it's more like practice fighting
Plus, it's
than
good for the
actually illegal
group.
fighting.
And it's definitely good for Kaz right now. You're a team player.
So Naruto steps in.
Yeah.
Anybody placing bets on him?
Yeah, I'll bet 100 on him to win.
I'll bet 200 on
And
him.
also cheer.
I will bet 200 on you, and I will really, really look at you with disapproval after this.
All right, since I haven't actually bet for Kaz yet for this one, I'm going to go ahead and do the 50 on you.
Go, Bob.
His initiative roll is 7. You go first.
I believe in you, Bob.
Twice the initiative. It's practically a win.
So I will attack with my longsword.
Don't you dare say your longbow.
Really? Longbow? No, longsword all the way.
All right.
This
I
is
yell-
a smoldering.
I yell, Bob, you have the support of all the giant boars in the audience.
That is true.
This does not
Everyone.
hit.
And then I attack again because I have 2 attacks.
Okay.
And then I goose the giant boar and make it squeal.
That also does not hit.
Hit them with your sword, Bob.
The pointy end.
He rolls a 16. Does that hit?
That misses.
Okay, you're up again.
Oh man.
That hits.
Ha! Take that, perfectly decent person.
Okay.
And I attack again.
All right. That does not hit. He critically misses. He took damage. He took him aback. You swing. He gets out of the way.
Oh, and then he does it.
But then
That-
the backswing, he hits. The words are there.
Somewhere.
Deep down where it counts. That is 19
Yes.
for 13 points of damage. You're up. You kind of lose your grip a little bit, but you maintain control of your sword.
No, Bob,
And
you're supposed to hit him.
that did not hit either. Taking your lead, he also crit fails again. That does not hit. And another miss.
We did not come here to
I
see
would-
you flail.
I would like to try an action surge.
Okay. That's 2 more attacks, right? It's like a double action.
I can take one more additional attack.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
Was
not
that
a
it?
full additional turn.
That hits. He smiles through bloody teeth and rolls an 18
Damn it!
That hits.
for 14 points.
You can do it.
Yeah, Bob, do kill it. Get him.
Did
Don't
you just
tell
hit
him
with a
the
20?
truth.
Definitely does not hit.
But the first one did.
Oh, was that a different 20? So that was okay. Okay. 20 for 13 points. Ouch. He yields.
Woo!
Yeah, Bob.
Make
He,
that one back.
So
Carefully
wait.
stands up, using his sword as a crutch, bows to you,
I held
and
him.
walks away. He takes your hand. He gives you a soldier salute and gets back in the crowd.
I will give him a potion since he gave me a potion earlier.
He smiles and drinks it. What was it?
2d4 plus 2.
Yay!
I don't really have to roll that, so he's not going to fight again. So you all double your money, those who bet.
And
No.
if anyone has a healing spell or a potion, that would be very appreciated.
I can cure wounds
Bob's
on you.
Bob's in the ring. Anybody going?
Bob's gonna take a break.
Okay, Bob steps out of the ring.
Best for you, Bob.
So 17.
Hang on.
And Tavi had another one too, right?
I lean over to Kaz and say, "This is good. Now they're going to think that maybe they can possibly beat you, so more people might want to fight you."
I know, I'm very excited. I might not even have to deceive them all.
Did you put your cloak back on?
No, everybody knows I'm here now. If they refuse to fight me, I will just step outside and change the way I look entirely.
And then come back.
Yes.
The guy with the gambler mask on and the big green hat yells, anyone else? Because there's nobody in the ring currently.
Yeah, I think Bob's going to step out so that he can have a beer. I would like to buy him a wonderful drink and give him a good berry.
If I've had my short rest, I will step up.
We'll see you've had your short rest.
Cool. Then I'll get up there
Okay.
and do a little twirl.
And pull out a puppet.
No.
Does anyone want to fight the puppet master? Or however you wanted to be introduced. That's just, what people know you as.
Can I make a persuasion? Can I Chaucer this shit from A Knight's Tale?
Let's hear it.
Oh, shit.
Now with dice. I want to hear it. And you want to persuade people to fight her? Or him? Excuse me. Him?
I do.
Let's hear the Chaucer that would make people want to fight him.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I
decide
feel like it's
whether...
a bit of a reverse Chaucer.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be like...
See how much he sucked in that last one?
All right, I'm gonna do this. Come on, does no one want to fight the wee puppet master whose sole value prop is that he can entertain children, people, and you don't want to fight him? You thought he was so badass. Well, you could prove yourself wrong. They're just puppets. What do you really even know about this so-called puppet master? Nay, puppet. Ah, shit. Pawn.
Imposter.
God, what is the... this...
Puppet peasant?
No, there's a word I'm looking for. Hold on.
Noob?
No, it's better than that. Hold on. Wait for it. This puppet amateur. Why, if you didn't know better, you would think that he picked up puppets yesterday.
He's not the puppet master. He is the puppet.
Yeah. Take a shot at the patriarchy by fighting the
Honestly.
puppet master.
I took 5 damage just from listening to her say this.
That's what. No persuasion with advantage.
Little did we know that she was a bard using cutting words on her own teammates.
I am so not a bard. No. Just a jerk. Woo!
Nice.
Right, I'll fight him.
Oh, shit.
Who's this?
That's the spirit!
It's a dwarf. He's got an
All right.
axe.
Good.
You've got an axe. The puppet master has an axe. Your axe is real.
It's a hammer.
You're a hammer. I thought you said yours was an axe.
Nice.
This one was an axe. You said so.
I did say battle axe. That's fine.
Yeah, you said it literally says spectral battle axe.
Pretty sure it's always been a battle axe. I don't know why I thought I had a hammer.
I don't know either. But I'm still putting...
Hey, the hammer is your penis.
We
No,
don't say those words.
I'm not gonna get up here in the middle of all these people and cockslap this little
That's
dwarf.
probably wise. There are children present that want to fight. He rolled a 22 initiative.
Damn, good job.
That was
So
close.
close. I would like to put 200 on myself, by the way.
Any other bets?
That 300 on Kaz. Kaz Bellicose, Puppet Master. Weakling.
Last call for bets. Initiative's been rolled.
Bob?
Tavi, did you want to?
I
Tavi did
posted.
100 on Kaz.
It's
I'm
in
good.
chat.
He's 100 at 300. Did you also do 100? Just
I did too.
200? All right.
You better fucking win.
Does a
I say as you're going into the ring.
does a 23 hit you?
It sure does. It sure does, John.
Great start.
For 9?
Alright.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
For 8? That will be the end of his turn.
Mind spike.
Fails.
18 points of Damaka.
He says, "Ah!" 16
That's
meets, right?
Interesting noise. No,
The 16,
it
it'd be
definitely hits.
8
Okay.
and higher than that for 4.
Okay.
I'm hoping you're reading and not frozen.
I am reading.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
You were very still, and I just wanted to make sure.
She was so still, she was almost invisible.
To better understand the sound of a whisper.
My lords, my ladies, and everyone here not sitting on a cushion. We walk in the garden of his turbulence.
Chaucer, I am not.
I'm gonna toll the dead.
Oh,
Son of a
are you?
bitch. God damn it.
What?
Having problems.
Yeah, it's not wanting to post it.
Are you clicking in the right area?
I think so. It's the same area I click for everything else.
Is it asking you if you want to cast it at a higher level and possibly have a pop-up window behind your window?
No, it's I don't know if I guess it's not showing it to you, but it's giving me a syntax error in chat.
I do not see a syntax error.
Yeah, it's not showing us that.
Maybe refresh your page or something. Meanwhile, Chaucer comes back in the rink. Let's hear it. You don't have to.
I mean, it's just going to be a bunch of hurling insults.
You could have changed your tune since you got a fighter.
That's true.
Well, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
4.
That fails. So he's
What's
going
the
to take
damage?
2d12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
He takes all of that.
All 4 of those.
Yeah. Okay, his turn?
Yeah.
21. And a 12. So the 12 doesn't hit, right?
Right.
Three.
Remember, you can take healing potions during the fight, too.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
You
Yeah.
literally did that before.
I was smarter in the past. I'll yeah, I will quickly is that gonna take a action?
I think technically potions are a bonus action.
All right. So I will use my bonus action to chug a potion down and then throw it near his feet so that it smashes.
Okay.
Are you attempting to damage him with the healing potion bottle?
If you're doing that, if you're doing attempting to damage him, that's an action.
No, I'm just like Thor in the
Just
first movie when
flourish.
he's like, I love this. Yeah.
It's just flourish.
You're just littering. Okay, got it.
What's with all these crit fails?
I'm getting them too.
know.
Trust me, I'm getting them too. On real dice.
No, I know. I mean, everyone, all of us today, it's just pimping ain't easy.
And then I will cast Shatter on him.
Are you trying to take 2 healing potions?
No?
Oh, that's a 2d12, and it was a low. Sorry. I'm not making
One
fun
of
of your
those
roll.
Soul of the Dead.
I just saw 2 of them, and I thought I just mixed them both in the healing potion. Because you can only do 1. Constitution save. Dang. He fails. So 20.
Excellent. Is he bloody yet?
I think, didn't you do a mind spike? And he, no, that was the other guy. Yeah, he's bloody. Crit fails. And a 13.
Nope.
Okay. It's your time to shine.
We're gonna Toll the Dead again, so wisdom saving throw.
What's the half damage on that?
Toll the Dead doesn't do half damage.
Oh, it's save or don't?
Yeah.
And what save?
16.
What's the
Oh, wisdom.
wisdom save? Oh, yeah, he rolls a 15.
Good.
And what does it do?
2d12.
2d12 necrotic damage. That's better.
Yay!
Yeah, he yields.
Woo!
Excellent.
He just kind of lies on the ground, sucking his thumb, kind of thing.
I
Not a
will,
puppet at all.
I will walk over and say, do you need help? Do you need help getting up?
I'm just kind of thinking about the choices I've made in my life.
You're lying
and
on
what
some
led me here.
glass.
Yeah, that's not the worst part of my day. I need a minute. Just give me a, and then he gets
Okay.
up.
Would you like a beer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love a beer.
I'll buy him a beer.
He drinks it. The crowd starts thinning.
Bedtime.
Did we double our money again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay, money! Except for Naruhito. He did not double any of his money.
I'm going to give all of my winnings from betting on Kaz to Naru, which is 300 gold.
Okay. You going back to camp?
Yeah.
You make your way back to camp successfully. You find it. You have to show Naruhito, but because of his role, but you successfully find it.
So
Are there any kids hanging around?
There are some kids, yeah, that are looking expectantly. But since you haven't been back to camp for a while, they weren't sure if you were coming back. And the lady that was there before, when you came back, wasn't there. They weren't sure.
Tabe, what were you saying?
After all this fighting, have we gotten any more levels?
Not yet.
I'll clean up a little, wipe myself down so there's not like blood all over the place, and then ask the kids who are hanging around if they want to see a puppet show.
I'm going to stop you and be like, no, don't. The blood adds effect.
Not for children.
Look, these children lead brutal lives. I'm sure they'll be fine.
You give them a puppet show, and it was successful.
Yay!
Actually, it wasn't like amazing, but it was good. You entertained the kids, and you got some yawns from them, but not because you weren't entertaining, but because now they're ready for bed.
Yeah. Did they put any gold in my hat?
They didn't seem to have any this time.
Okay.
Does anybody want to do anything else before you retire for the evening? Okay. You all are well fed from the banquet still, had a little meat left over, maybe whatever. And you find sleep or rest or meditations, depending on your resting leanings. And that's where we'll end it for the night, on the cliffhanger of going to sleep.
Will we ever find a cloak of the manta ray?
Will we ever wake up? Who knows?
Here.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back again next week, probably. We're having issues here at the house with moving and stuff, so we're going to try to keep streaming every week. And if not, we'll tweet out why not, or that we can't make it. But we're aiming to do that because it's a nice break in the day. So thanks again for coming out, and we will see you next week.
Bye.